Whee! Phew! Kryten,
Yes, sir?
what's this?
Oh, yes, sir, that's Pigrin.
What is it doing outside the ship?
That tin of mushy peas, in fact, reached his use-by date 3 weeks last Thursday, sir.
Why didn't you just bung it in a stasis pod on K-Deck, plot in the code and leave it to non-existent until Lister felt like having a spoonful or two of fart elixir with his next biryani?
The stasis pods are already engaged, each one stacked with heat-sealed cartons of the curries I have made with the Christmas leftovers. It's all part of research I'm conducting, sir. It is my firm belief that a turkey stuffing, cranberry sauce, and sprout vindaloo can be left to age and mature and improve in the same manner as, say, a fine burgundy. I had considered cracking open a vintage this evening for supper, if you'd care to take part in my experiment. Curry Comeback was proposed around the time that Cause and Effect was finished, because I'd been building the Series 10 set for the museum. And the idea was that it was going to be a very interactive piece where you could open the fridge and take things out of it, and you could open the kitchenette and you could turn on the hob or whatever. I was just faffing about in the kitchenette one day while testing, and I thought, a really weird thing to think really, because it's a sci-fi sitcom, Red Dwarf, and the first thing that came to mind was, I really want to base an episode around cooking. Curry Comeback. Oh, what a load of fun this is. Can you briefly summarise this episode?
No.
And this evolved into Curry Comeback, which was back then called Chili Hunt.
I think I read it once.
I don't think Marc liked Curry Comeback. Because, as I say, the title was originally Chili Hunt, and suddenly he was like, well, is that the best you could come up with? And I said, well, okay, if you don't like that, there's rather plain and simple Curry Comeback, or, if shit punsy your thing, Chili Con Carne. And he said, no, Curry Comeback. So that's the title we went with. Well, what do you remember about it at all?
The screenshots of curry you sent me.
Then when the script was finished, the first thing he says when he's read it is, what's this about a curry? I'm not making a fucking bowl of curry. Even though it had been established about a week ago that I was going to build the curry, because I'd actually started it.
What is it? What's the food?
It was the start of a curry for Curry Comeback. There's pilau rice, fish curry, and a jalapeno pepper on top. So I really don't think he liked Curry Comeback, but it's quite a nice bottle episode, I think. The pacing's a little off. Anything about the plot?
There's curry involved.
That's true, yes. Yeah, that's fun that you don't remember anything about this episode.
Yo, where have you gone?
Curry time!
Vista? That's a good start, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lister makes a sandwich, blah blah blah.
I think we needed more time with drunk Rimmer, because Rimmer gets drunk in the episode. The plot is that the game is now finished. All the glitches and all the bugs, all the problems in the coding have now been written out, and the whole game is working perfectly. So Kryten decides that they should all have a celebratory meal, bringing together all the things that they like. So it's going to bring into it something fishy for Cat, something spicy for Lister, and Rimmer says that, what about me? So Kryten suggests, why don't you choose the wine? So Rimmer has Kryten bring him samples of every wine from the captain's private cellar. The fucking clue's in the title.
I know, John. I know. Hang on.
Meanwhile, Kryten is desperately trying to find some chilies because he cannot find any chilies anywhere. And Lister finds out. And so Lister says, don't worry, because I knew that we were going to run out at some point. So what I did was I hid chilies all around the ship so that I've got an immediate stock wherever I go.
They spent an entire episode looking for chilies for dinner.
They come across a derelict, and Holly explains that there's a chance that there'll be chilies on there. They go, and they don't know if there's going to be any chilies on there, but Kryten finishes the meal. Turns out they only had one chili.
And then they have dinner.
And that was Curry Comeback.
The end.
Wow, Kryten, I'm right plumb glad you shared that trivia with me.
A bit slow at the start. It went on for a long time, a bit longer than it needed to. Overall, I think it was, all in all, 100% successful script.
God blimey, who's been stinking out my stasis booth? It smells like the gasset of a set of ever long johns.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Shame it wasn't. Was it filmed? No.
No, none of that was filmed. It's just really weird that it's a sci-fi sitcom, and I decided, ooh, I know what will make a good episode 5. Cooking.
Never mind that, Ollie. Kryten here needs your help retrieving a tin of mushy peas.
Pea-grin. Pea-grin.
Exactly.
This is like our equivalent of can't smeg, won't smeg, which I jokingly suggested to Marc that we do. And Marc took it to be serious. Started asking how the hell are we supposed to do a cookery show on Roblox. To which I reply, well, you're doing a sitcom on Roblox.
Lister will need something to wash down Kryten's curry. Ooh.